You can hear me? And the heads. You're a little bit taller than me. That's no good. I'm normally the tallest. Okay. Well, hello, Liam from Unique Cars and Parts, and I'm at Normanton. That's right, it's Normanton, isn't it? Normanton in northwest Queensland, aren't we? We've crossed the Gulf today, and about 3 days ago we were at Cape Tribulation. I keep getting that confused. And we're staying at a resort, and I saw 2 BMW motorbikes, and I saw 2 lovely Germans getting on their motorbikes. I knew they were German because I could tell by the number plate. It says Germany. And I figured these 2 Germans must be riding around Australia. Well, Cape Tribulation is about 2,500 kilometres away, Joe. About 2,000 kilometres. And as luck should have it, Normanton, a tiny little pisshole town, and we've pulled in, and I said these 2 motorbikes here, and the 2 Germans that were at that resort, and I asked them if I could have a quick interview, and they kindly agreed. And I'm speaking to
Petra.
And you are?
Romano.
Nice name for a German. Sounds more Italian. Yes. Okay, so firstly I've got to ask, how are you enjoying Austria?
Oh, very well. Australia is a huge country, landscape on the east coast, like Germany.
Okay.
But Australia has a huge wildlife, more than any other countries that I have seen before.
Lots of wildlife, and lots of wildlife you don't even need to get off your bike to look at, because it's all on the side of the road, isn't it?
Yes, but we are not days and nights on the bike.
Yes. Well, I read up before I made this trip that you shouldn't travel at night. We're travelling in a 2-wheel drive without a bull bar, and you can see by the number of dead kangaroos and so on the road that you wouldn't want to ride into a kangaroo at this time of night. Now, you're from Germany, you're riding BMWs. We happen to own 2 BMWs, but they've both got 4 wheels. Obviously very reliable. You've come from Germany. Where have you been before you got to Austria? Australia.
Yeah, okay. We went in Iceland, in Sardinia, Italy, France, Scotland. Oh, I don't know.
Turkey, Greece.
Romano, you've been absolutely everywhere. How long has this trip taken you?
Oh, this trip is only Australia.
Oh, so you put these bikes on specifically just to come to Australia to ride around?
Yes.
And what sort of time are you allowing yourself to do what Australians call the big lap? What sort of time frame are you looking at giving yourselves to get around?
We have 3 months.
3 months. We're giving ourselves a month, but we're cutting after Darwin. We're going to go straight through the guts back to Adelaide, and so you'll love Adelaide. We come from Melbourne. Yeah, it's so. But Adelaide, do you like wine, Romano?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You 2 are going to love Adelaide. Lots of wine, and there's a place called Penola, which is halfway between Adelaide and Melbourne. You got to stay the night. There are wineries everywhere if you like a tipple, and they are absolutely fantastic. One of our favourite wine regions. So, where did you start out from when you came to Australia?
We started in Melbourne.
Oh, you've already been to Melbourne. Okay, well you've come up all the way up the east coast, and you went right to the top of Cape Tribulation.
Yes. First we went around Tasmania, and then went to east coast, snowy mountains, blue mountains, and up to Cape Tribulation, and now to Darwin. Yeah.
Okay. And so you said you gave yourself 3 months. How far into the trip are you now?
Half the trip we have in a few days. Yeah.
So about 6 weeks in.
Yes.
Okay. So what's remaining is you've got to get. I'm guessing you're going to try and. We were thinking of what was it? Daily Waters was where we were going to try and get to tomorrow. You said you're getting off to an early start at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Where's your next stop?
Oh, where's it? He knows.
Mount Isna or the
You want to be careful. These things got sat nav on them.
He is the navigator. He has planned the whole route. Yeah.
Okay. So Daily Waters, is that where you think you might be trying to get to?
Yes. But tomorrow we are coming to Mount Isa.
Yes. So you're cutting inland to Mount Isa. Just before the battery cut out, I was just having a chat with Romano and Petra, and they're heading down to Mount Isa, staying there tomorrow, then probably Daily Waters the next day.
Oh, he's the planner. We are going to Darwin in the next 5 or 6 days.
Daily Waters,
und dann weiß ich nicht.
Darwin.
Oh, then it's Darwin. Okay.
Yeah, Daily Waters is before Darwin. Yeah, and then you're going to go through Broome and down the west coast to Perth.
No, we are going to
Lichtfield.
Litchfield National Park and Catherine George and Uluru and Karatuta.
You're going to take the same track we're doing. Yeah. Yeah, you've got longer than we have, so we've got to do what we call the Clark Griswold. We're going to go somewhere, nod our heads to say we've seen it, and then get in the car and keep going because we're down to 10 days. Now you're doing it on 2 motorbikes. These ones have been overseas before.
No.
First time.
First overseas in this destination. Yeah.
And what am I looking? Are these both identical?
No. It's 700 cubic and it's 1200.
So Romano needs a little bit more muscle under the hood than you do, Petra.
And he had a very big tank for the great distances in Australia. He can ride 700 kilometers with one tank.
What's the capacity of the tank on that one?
Wie hoch ist die Kapazität? Weiß ich.
Romano doesn't know. He might be the planner, but he doesn't know how far it's going to get him.
My English is small.
Yes,
It's small.
Talk about
You
his
speak.
It's the petrol tank is small.
Yeah. I have 16 liters and he had 30.
30. So 60 litres and 30, and so you're filling up at all of the major towns.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing the same because the petrol gauge doesn't work in our car, but we've been doing calculations, and I reckon I can get about 900 out of it, and I'm carrying some extra gas. Got a little jerry can in the back. Do you carrying extra petrol? And that's enough to get 2 motorbikes a fair way, isn't it?
Yes, also 500 kilometers we will.
Easy.
So
So this is a BMW 7. How old's this one?
2 years old.
Pretty new. And yours?
2 years.
So his and hers. You get the big one, and you get the small one. Now, whereabouts in Germany do you come from?
We come from southeast in Germany, near the French border. Do you know Karlsruhe, Stuttgart, Frankfurt?
I know Mercedes come from Stuttgart. We've been to Munich, and we've been to Berlin. Where else have we been to? Germany. We drove through Germany. Nuremberg, Berchtesgaden. We've been to a few places, but yeah, we just drove. We drove. Oh, the autobahns are fantastic. You get these out on the autobahns?
Oh, less.
I couldn't. I had my foot. It was a hire car. I made a mistake. I hired the cheapest car possible, and it had a top speed, as I found out, of 195 kilometres an hour, and I got it to that, and I couldn't believe I drove past the police, and I was fine because there's no restrictions. Have you opened either of these top speed?
That 190 kilometers in deins top speed.
20, 30.
230.
230.
Jo.
There a bit of buffeting would be going on that, Romano.
What?
The buffering don't know.
Wind in that.
Okay. Yeah. That's why we have a good.
Yes. I can speak a little bit of German. Wind.
Yeah. Genau.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah, and so, look, thank you for. I just couldn't believe my luck when I turned up and saw these 2 motorbikes with the. I thought they've got to be the same couple that we saw so briefly. You said hello to us, good morning to us 4 days ago at Cape Tribulation, and here you are at Normanton, heading up to Darwin, a slightly longer way than we are. But look, thank you, Petra. And thank you, Romano. Enjoy the rest of your time in Australia, and I hope that you find the locals a little bit friendlier than I am. Thank you.
Have a good time, Liam.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you get subscribers. You've got to go up and plead with them. It's as easy as that. Yeah. Well, you didn't see the money.